Welcome to Breakroombets, the channel dedicated to the sports talk that you have around the water cooler at work. But in our break room, we're always looking at this from the betting angle. I'm your host, Miles, and I am so excited that the NFL is back. And I can't wait for this Sunday to root for my fantasy teams and have some action on the games. For week one, I'm going to spend $200 in this video, 100 of which I'm going to place on my best bet of the week. I'm going to be using the Caesar Sportsbook app to make my bets. As I look at the morning games first, my initial reaction is, I don't really like any of these games. There's nothing that I feel really passionate about, so I'm really just betting to have some action on the morning games. Now, if you're new to betting or you need a refresher on what the numbers on your screen mean, make sure to check out our video on betting basics. You can find the link in the description below. So if I have to pick something from this round of games, I'm going to go with the Falcons +4 at Minnesota. If you've seen our other videos, you already know that I have high expectations for the Falcons this year. 2016, they were the best offense in the league, and then they made a bad hire in Steve Sarkisian being their offensive coordinator. The offense took a step back, and last year, everyone just got injured. No more Sarkisian. They should be healthy. I expect Matt Ryan to have a big season, and when I can get this at +4, that extra point matters. If this game comes down to a field goal, I still win either way. Again, this isn't my favorite bet of this video, so I'm only going to spend $10 out of our $200 budget. As far as the rest of the morning games go, I'll be rooting for my fantasy teams and save my money for the afternoon games. The first game I want to talk about in this slate is the Colts and Chargers. After Andrew Luck retired, everyone went and bet on the Chargers. But I don't agree with that. I like the Colts at +6.5. I know what you're thinking, but last time Andrew Luck missed the season in 2017, they went 4-12. But that situation was completely different. First of all, they did not have the defense or offensive line that they have now, and you can't blame that on Jacoby Brissett for the 2017 season. They traded for him a week before it started. No training camp, no time to learn the playbook, and no time to develop that chemistry with your teammates. He's widely considered one of, if not the best backup quarterback in the league. That's why they've turned down every trade offer for him. They also have a different head coach than they had in 2017, and Mark Reich believes in Jacoby Brissett. He also was the offensive coordinator of the Philadelphia Eagles when they won the Super Bowl with their backup quarterback. And as much as I love the Chargers, I think this is going to be a one-possession game. There's still questions as how they're going to address no Melvin Gordon, and they are missing Derwin James, their best defensive player, for the first half of the season. I love the Chargers late, but I could see them barely win this one, and the Colts at +6.5. I'm going to throw $30 on this, so that means we have $160 left in our budget. Looking at the rest of the afternoon games, I want to bet some point totals. And the point total that stands out for me is the Niners at Bucks over 50.5 points. You know there's going to be a lot of scoring in this game because neither team played a lot of defense last year. They were amongst the 5 worst in points allowed per game. And if they just give up what they did last year, we'll hit the over. Also, these two teams are expected to make significant improvements. The Niners won 4 games last year, and the books see them winning 8 this year. That's the largest jump of any team. And how happy do you think Kyle Shanahan is to not have to play his third-string quarterback anymore? As far as the Bucks go, they were 5-11 last year. The books see them making an improvement, and I think that improvement is going to come from their head coach, Bruce Arians, who also took over a 5-win team in Arizona. First year, they won 10 games. Now, I don't see the Bucks winning 10 games, but I do see Bruce Arians having a similar impact on Jameis Winston that he did on Carson Palmer. So with 2 offensive-minded head coaches, 2 bad defense, I'm taking the over in this one. We're going to throw $30 on this as well. And if you also play daily fantasy, I would recommend targeting players in this game. I know that's what I'm going to do this weekend. The only games we haven't talked about yet are the primetime games. And like many of you, I am excited for the Steelers and Patriots on Sunday Night Football. And I apologize in advance to everyone I'll be watching the game with, but I'm taking the under. So I will be rooting for 3-and-outs, missed field goals, and no points. You know that they have big-name quarterbacks, but they also have bad weather conditions, and both teams are going to look to establish the run. Last year when these two teams met, the final score was 17-10. So I'm throwing $30 on the under, 50 points. That means we've spent $100 so far. That leaves us with 100 left to spend on our best bet of the week, which comes to us on Monday Night Football. It is the Texans and Saints over 52.5. The Saints have one of the largest home field advantages, and that offense is lethal at home. In fact, last year, in the 7 games where Drew Brees started, they averaged 37 points per game at home. The first week of the season, the final score was 48-40. The way I see this game playing out is the Saints get up early, Alvin Kamara puts up big numbers, and Deshaun Watson is throwing the ball the entire second half. That's why over 52.5, my favorite bet of the week. Let's go ahead and put our last $100 on this. Bets are confirmed. So here is the recap of our picks for week 1. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Be on the lookout for new videos every Thursday this season, giving you our best bets of the week. My break's almost up, so I've got to get back to work, but I can't wait to talk football with you this season in the break room.